Happy New Year's, beloved, and welcome to or back to the R Spot. This is the place where we come to learn all about all things related to relationships, all manners of relationships. Now, this is our first installment for 2017, and I have some delicious topics lined up for us. I want to begin by saying that I have read many of your letters, and here at the R Spot, I speak about principles, not about people. I speak from the perspective of a heterosexual because that's how I live in the world. However, the principles I share apply to all relationships, regardless of your age, your race, your gender, or your sexual identity. Please know that it's not my intention or desire to exclude anyone. And if you are open, you will hear things in these messages that will serve and support you no matter who you are. It would, however, be inappropriate or inauthentic for me to speak from anything other than the truth of who I am, and that's what I desire to do. So today, I want to speak about something I know a lot about. It's what a woman wants. I call it the 4 P's because these are the things that a man is responsible to do and bring to a relationship. I know many men do this naturally because it's really instinctual and a lot of men are taught. However, in today's world where there are some men who don't have a clue, this is a R-Spot rescue remedy. You see, I get hundreds, literally hundreds of letters from women complaining about what her husband, boyfriend, partner does and does not do. And in many instances, it's the absence of these things I'm going to talk about today that create tension and breakdown in a relationship. I also get quite a few letters from men, yes, men do write me, complaining that no matter what they do, it never seems to be enough. And we're going to deal with that in a future episode. Right now, I'm speaking from the perspective of natural law and my generation, recognizing that things have changed, or shall I say people and their ideas have changed. But there are some things, natural things, and the natural order of things that simply do not change. So today, I'm speaking from that to address what an OG woman wants, and I suspect that the youngins want it too. This is what a woman wants in a relationship. I call it the 4 P's. Number 1, a woman wants to know that she's number 1. She wants to know that no matter what you do, what you have, what you don't have, that she is number 1 in your mind and in your heart. A woman does not want to play second fiddle to your job, to your mother, to the Super Bowl, to your car, to your legal and honorable outside interests. A woman wants to know that who she is in your life is primary to you and for you. Now, the way you demonstrate to her that she is number 1 is to tell her. Tell her she's number 1 and to show her. That means involve her in the aspects of your life and your affairs, all aspects of your life. In other words, get her opinion and her input, even if you don't want it or need it. And this is where it gets a little sticky because so often men feel their partner is number 1. They do things to show her she's number 1, but they don't communicate that she is number 1. They work hard, they bring home the money, and then they plop down in front of the television and never say another word. Or they go into the basement and start tinkering with their men toys, and they fail to communicate. I missed you today. I love you today. Let me tell you what I did today. And after a while, a woman doesn't hear those things, and she starts to think, feel, and believe, he doesn't care about me. And that's where the trouble begins. Gentlemen, a woman needs to know she's number 1 in your mind and in your heart, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much money you give her. And it is up to you to figure out how to tell her, show her, communicate to her that she is number 1. Okay? A woman wants that. Number 2, a woman wants to know that her feelings matter to you. Now, you don't have to feel the same way she does. You don't even have to understand why she feels the way she does. But you must let her know that her feelings matter. See, this is a major mistake that men make. They ignore, they dismiss, or they try to talk a woman out of her feelings. Now, I'll be the first to admit that as women, we have a lot of feelings. Some feelings we don't even understand. The thing is this: when she tells you she's sad or hurt or afraid, whatever she feels, you want to act like it matters. Act like you care, even when you don't know what to do about what she's feeling. And quite often, we don't need you to do anything other than act like what we feel matters to you, and that you have heard what she has said. Which brings me to number 3 of what a woman wants. A woman wants to know she's been heard. Nothing will drive a woman crazier faster than the experience, feeling, or belief that you have not heard what she has said. This is why so many men get in trouble. When they ask you to fix the closet door or the leaking sink, and 3 weeks later the door is off the hinges and the sink is still leaking. She's thinking, did you hear what I said? I asked you to fix that door 3 weeks ago and it's still broken. You never listen to me. You act like you can't hear. You never pay attention to me, and blah, 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 blah. The trouble starts. A woman wants to know that you have heard what she says, that what she has said matters to you, and that you will address it because she's number 1 in your mind and in your heart. This brings me to my next point. In this old-time natural perspective of what a woman wants, I call these things the 4 P's. Provide, protect, perform, and please. Now let's take them one at a time. Provide. When a woman is in a relationship with a man, she wants to know that he can provide for her. Now, that doesn't mean that he has to provide everything, nor does it mean he has to do all of the providing on his own, but it does mean that in order for a woman to feel safe and secure and protected, she wants to know that the man she is with can handle their basics, the basics of them being together. Now, I know we live in a world where many, many women make more money than their male counterparts, and many women come into relationships with more material success and possessions than the man may have. However, that does not change the fact that very few women, if any women, want a man she has to take care of permanently. Now, she'll do it at first, and she'll do it for a little while, but trust me when I tell you, the time will come when she resents it, and she will use it to beat you up. A man must provide some, if not all, of the basics, meaning the rent, the food, the utilities, the car note, something. I know that one huge mistake men make and women encourage is that he moves into her house. Oh my God, huge mistake. Because the minute she doesn't feel like number 1, or the minute she doesn't feel heard, when she begins to feel like you're not listening to her, she's going to remind you, this is my house. Bad move and bad behavior. However, if a man will not provide some of the basics, a woman will not feel safe. And when a woman is not safe with you, she will feel you are not taking care of her, and she's prone to attack. It may not be right, it may not be fair, but it's real. Second P, a woman wants a man who can and will protect her from hurt, harm, and danger, whether real or perceived. A woman wants a man who will protect her dignity and her honor and her personage. No woman wants a man who's going to scream louder and run faster than her when a mouse comes in the room. A woman wants a man who's going to protect her from that beast. She wants a man who's going to stand up for her, to go to bat for her, and to make sure everyone is treating his number 1 like she deserves to be treated and wants to be treated. That means he's not going to allow his mother, his sister, his brother, his boss, or even the children to dishonor or disrespect her. A woman wants a man who will protect her, a man who can protect her. That's the second P. Here's the third P. A woman wants a man who performs like a man. Now, granted, every woman has a different idea of what this means and looks like, but there are some general things a man is expected to do, like carry the grocery bags, perhaps open the car door, perhaps know how to use a hammer. A woman does not want a man who's fiddling in his man purse while she's trying to get the suitcases in the trunk. Listen, I'm here to tell you, there is nothing more sexy and attractive than a man who knows that you don't use a screwdriver or a nail. I mean, woo! When he puts on that tool belt and gets that hammer and struts from the basement to the kitchen ready to perform, it is an exciting thing to see. Or when the sun is shining and he has on that raggedy t-shirt and he's out there with that hose washing the car. Oh my God, I am telling you, it is hard for a woman to contain herself watching him through the kitchen window. A woman likes to see a man do manly things. That's why the Home Depot is so successful. I'm telling you, listen, sometimes when I'm just bored and need a little excitement, I go to the Home Depot. And I just walk up and down the aisles and I watch them. The men, they're looking, they're touching, they're picking up things. Now, you have to be careful because some men who know that it's important for their woman to be number one, they'll bring their wife or their girlfriend with them. Now, I don't look at those men, the ones who are accompanied by women. I don't look at them, but I go about the ones who are alone. The ones with the big rusty boots and the saggy painter pants. Ow! I tell you, I say now there's a man who can perform. And you know what? They like to perform. They like to do manly things for women. So sometimes I'll just go into an aisle and just reach for something, you know. I don't want it. I'm just reaching for it. And then I just look around. I look around like I'm reaching. And do you know what? A man will come right over. Yes, Lord. One of them men will walk right up to me and say, "You need help?" I said, "Oh, yes, thank you. I can't reach that." And you know what they do? They get it for me. I'm telling you, it's just exciting. Men like to perform. Now, I don't buy the thing. I just leave it in the cart and go home. Because a woman wants a man that will perform his best for her. Now, here's the final P. A woman wants a man who knows how to please her. And I'm not talking about just in the bed. That's important. But outside of the bedroom, a woman wants to know that a man knows how to put a smile on her face. He knows if she likes roses or lilies. He knows if she eats oatmeal cookies or chocolate chip. He knows her favorite color, the piece of chicken she prefers, and how she scents her bath water. A woman wants a man in her life who knows when her favorite artist drops a new CD. Baby, did you know Mary J had a new CD out? Well, I got it for you. I tell you, it's exciting. And she gonna tell her girlfriends, yeah, girl, Mr. Man bought me MJB's new CD. You see, when a man knows how to please a woman, it lets her know she's number one, that she has been heard, and she's gonna brag about it. Now again, some of this is based on old school, pre-technological, natural order of things, and in my experience, it still works to keep the conflict down and the connection tight. If you are a man in a relationship with a woman, let her know she's number one. Demonstrate to her that her feelings matter and that she has been heard. And then learn how to master the 4 Ps: provide, protect, perform, and please. Now, don't believe me. Just watch. And gentlemen, if you need some additional support with yourself and your relationships, I invite you to join me for my upcoming workshop, The Spirit of a Man. Now, I know men don't like to ask for directions or help, but this workshop is an opportunity for men to come together, learn together, work together, and heal together. Me and my team simply facilitate the process. If you want more information, please visit me at my website, www.innovationsworldwide.com. Click on the link for Spirit of a Man to find out how you can register. The workshop's in March, so you have plenty of time to get yourself and your money together. Next time, ladies, I want to share with you the secrets of what a man needs, and it is going to be juicy. So I'll see you next time.